Welcome to Brand Sip. My name's Aaron. I'm the creative director at Square Thunder. Brand Sip. It's our brand new, no pun intended, series here. And what we're going to do is review spirits, craft spirits particularly. What I'm going to do is look at the brand, look at the design of the bottle and the materials that they have and the labeling and all those kind of cool things. And then we're going to get it in the glass and give it a little taste so that you can find out what I think of the spirit as how drinkable it is. So I'm going to score it on the characteristics of the brand, and I'm also going to score it on the characteristics of the drinkability, I guess, what it tastes like. So our very first brand that we're going to look at is, wait a minute. The very first one we're going to do on Brand Sip, it's Swear Jar. This is a really cool bottle. I picked it up because I was really interested in and intrigued by the way that it looks. Swear Jar is a Canadian whiskey from Swear Jar Craft Distillers in Montreal. And I did a little bit of research trying to find out a little bit more of the company, and I can't find much about them at all. Their website, not so much there. It's only one page with very limited information and, a few recipes to consider, ways to drink it, that kind of stuff. It doesn't say much about it at all. I did find that it's either made by or distributed by. It was a little unclear, but anyway, they're associated in some way with Blue Spike Beverages Group out of Montreal. Blue Spike has a few other bottles under their umbrella. They have Mojo, they have, what else? They have the Laura Secord in Canada, another vodka cooler, a couple other things. So anyway, Blue Spike, it's kind of unclear what their relationship is with Swear Jar, but anyway, I found out what I could find out. I really like the look of this bottle. It really stands out from everything else on the shelf, and that's really what drew me to it. It's a solid white glass bottle. Yeah, it's glass. The art on it is really cool. It's kind of got that vintage look you see a lot of nowadays. It says, "It tastes so good, we dare you not to swear." This stuff is 40% alcohol by volume. This is a 700 ml bottle. What else does it say on here? It says, "Pay up, potty mouth. Whenever someone swears, they need to pay up. You'll soon have enough to cover your next bottle." And there's a breakdown of the charges associated with a few different words that might come out of your mouth. And what else? Oh, they won a World Spirits Competition Gold in 2021 from San Francisco. And according to the sticker on the label on the bottle, this is aged 6 years, whatever that means. Listen, I'm not a whiskey sommelier. I don't hold any of those certifications, and that's okay. I just like the occasional beverage. I know more or less what I like to drink, and so that is how I'm going to approach this, just as your everyday guy who wants to have a drink now and then. Yeah. What else we got going on here? I paid $38.50 for this. Just so you know, I bought this with my own money. It wasn't provided. It wasn't gifted to me. I paid for it, and I'm drinking it. And this review, these opinions are purely my own. I don't have any obligations to tell anybody what I think. And nobody has to review this or approve it or anything. So there you go. Let's get into this and have a little... One thing I don't like about this bottle is it's f***ing hard to get into. It has a really big stopper that I mean, it's really, it gives you the chance to put money in the bottle when it's done and use it as a swear jar. But man, this stopper is a pain. I am not a fan. It's hard to open, and it's just a synthetic stopper, but it's about I don't know, 1.25 inches across or something like that. So that's kind of disappointing. I love the way this thing looks on the shelf. It just stands out amongst everything else, which is really cool. Let's put some in a glass and see what we got going on here. I've already been into this, not today, but on other days, just to see what I think of it going forward. So I've got a few thoughts already put together, but you know, it's always worth tasting again, right? Yeah. This is a really nice color. Shows up a little bit more amber on camera than it really is, I think, but it's nice and golden. I smell a little peppery, and it seems like it's got corn and rye, which, you know, as a Canadian whiskey, that's kind of what you would expect. It smells really nice. Cheers. Okay. Okay. It's got a little bit of pepper, kind of caramel, and maybe some vanilla. To me, it tastes kind of new. Like, it says 6 years, whatever that means. It still tastes new. I don't dislike it, that's for sure. It's not complicated. It's not, I wouldn't say smoky. I get some caramel. Definitely caramel. So it has that sweet corn kind of thing going on to it, which I don't mind. I generally would stay away from that really high sweetness kind of stuff, but it feels kind of rich. What do we got for... It's not particularly leggy, but that's okay. I would drink this. I had it in a... Well, I mean, I have been drinking it. It's missing a lot from the bottle. That big top opening lets a lot of it out, but I like the stuff. It's simple, it's calm, it's not going to rip anybody's face off. It's not like a real peaty scotch or something like that. It's not that iodine. I'm not getting any of that. The web descriptions talk about being smooth and velvety. Yeah. It says it's a perfect drink for curious newcomers to the Canadian whiskey world, as well as established amateurs. I don't know what that means, but you know, from a branding point of view, as far as the way this stuff stands out on the shelf, this is a really unique bottle format, and big points for that. It's a bit childish maybe in the Swear Jar sort of theme, but whatever. That stuff has an audience. That style. I really love the white jar. It kind of looks like an old milk bottle, which is before my time, but I know what they are. I think it would turn off some people with the profanity. There's not real profanity printed on here. It's got the comic book swearing with punctuation and different symbols in it to spell out words. But I think that might turn away some people potentially. But I really like the bottle. I really like the presence that this has on the shelf. The website, I gotta knock it down some points for the website, and their social media presence is not fantastic. Although I did post a picture of an old fashioned I made with this the other day. I posted that on Instagram, and the company, someone there is watching their social media and commented and liked the post. So there's that. They have that going for them. Someone's doing that job. It tastes so good, we dare you not to swear. Well, I've heard that some people swear at it because it tastes terrible, but I don't find that it tastes terrible. But again, I'm just a guy that likes to drink now and then. I did find when I made an old-fashioned, it just kind of disappeared. Yeah, I make my old-fashions pretty sweet, and I use maple syrup because I'm in Canada. Yes, I put cherries in it. Yes, I put orange bitters in it. And yes, I put a slice of orange. So yeah, those flavors all kind of overpowered this in a hurry, but it still stays pretty smooth. It holds up. It just kind of disappeared in the old-fashioned, but on its own, I like it neat. I wonder what some water does to it.
A few moments later.
Okay, a couple of drops of water. That opened up. That brings out the alcohol smell. Much more ethanol in there. Yeah. Just with a couple of drops of water. It's not nearly as bitey. It doesn't have the same kind of peppery punch as before. That disappears with the water, which is weird. It's not normal. It brings out the ethanol for sure on the nose. Yeah, the water really flattened out the flavor. It also made it a little more leggy, which I don't know how that works. Whatever. I still like it. As far as the taste, for somebody that's not a great big whiskey snob, and I apologize if that term offends you, I am not a high-cultured whiskey drinker. All I know is the best kind of whiskey is the kind of whiskey you like, and the best way to drink whiskey is the way you like to drink whiskey. I generally like it neat with maybe some water, but I'm not putting water in this again. It just kills the bite. Gets rid of that peppery thing going on. I'm disappointed about the water. Oh well. Now it's time to give Swear Jar Whisky a brand sip score. In the branding category, as far as shelf presence is concerned, this has to have a 5 out of 5. This product stands out on the shelf. It's like nothing else out there. I love, love, love the white bottle. and the format of it. Whether it's a stock bottle or not, I don't care. I love the way this stands out amongst everything else that's out there currently on the shelf. The label artwork, I'll score it a 4. It's pretty good artwork. I like the look of it. Some people might be turned off in terms of the swearing aspect of it, but that's okay. As far as bottle design is concerned, I rank this a 3 out of 5. It's a great looking bottle. Leaves a little bit to be desired, I guess, but it's still a good looking bottle. As far as social media and the website is concerned, I'll score this a 2. Their website is really sparse, not much information there at all. Really hard to find anything out about the company whatsoever. They're not particularly active on Facebook or Instagram, which is where you really need to be for a distillery these days. And they did, however, respond to my Instagram post about the product. Value for money, I'm going to rank this a 3. I paid $38. That's about 5 cents per milliliter, which is pretty standard around here for, lower tier whiskeys. In total, the brand score here is 17 out of 25. For the sip score, taste, I'm going to give it a 4. It's pretty approachable. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing really offensive about the taste. So 4 out of 5 there. Legs, very little. I don't know that it matters very much, but I'm going to score it a 1. Not very leggy in this glass at all. Nose, a 2. Not a real strong nose score there, but not a real strong nose experience either. Until I put water in it is when I really started to get the ethanol, which I thought brought it down a little bit. The alcohol content on this is a 40%. I'll score it a 3 out of 5. 40% is not real high, it's not real low either, but it's right kind of middle of the road. Mouthfeel overall, again, not very offensive in terms of the way this goes down. It's a good flavor, it's a good taste, a good feel in the mouth. So a 3 out of 5 here for the feel, to a total score of 13 for the sip score. That gives us a total overall score of 30 out of 50 for Swear Jar Whisky. You're watching Brand Sip. I'm Aaron with Square Thunder. Thanks for tuning in. If you're a craft distillery or brewery and you want to send me some stuff to review, I would be happy to do that for you. Contact information is in the description down below. If you just want to contribute to this cause, since I buy all this stuff myself so far, yep, it adds up. There's a link down there that you can contribute to on Buy Me a Coffee. So buy me a coffee, buy me a drink, and that'd be awesome too. No obligation, but if you like the content and want to support it, that's much appreciated, but I hope you enjoy it. If you see Swear Jar out there and you think it's interesting, if you want to disagree or agree with me, there's comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it too if you've had this before. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Brand Sip with Square Thunder. Cheers.